day 60. I did it 60 days in a row on my streak. Oh my gosh. And I didn't even intentionally start the streak, y'all. So it was one of those things that timing just worked out perfect. I needed to go make some use of some time. I definitely needed the exercise, the movement. Body was really stiff and sore. So I started going to the pool on a daily while I was actually here at one of these condos with a client. And they were busy doing their thing, so I started coming out to the pool. And what started as a one day, let me go out and do this during this time, morphed into this 60-day streak. So it was kind of crazy. It just started out that like I was going that day, and then the next day timing kind of worked out, and the next day I was like, oh, that was really kind of nice. This is a vibe. This is a thing to do. And so the next day did the same thing, right? And so it just became something that was one little intentional, and I guess I can't even say intentional because it was just an opportunity, right? An opportunity, one little opportunity that moved into something where I could start being intentional with taking time for myself, getting in here, getting some exercise, a little bit of aerobic activity, definitely some mind work, some clearing, lots of stretching, and just staying moving the whole, at least being in here for 35 minutes. Some days I've made it an hour and 15. Other days, just barely the 35. But I've kept it up because once I started doing this, and once I realized it had been a few days in a row, and there was going to be a few more days in a row, suddenly I realized I'm onto something here. It became a situation where I didn't want to stop. I didn't want to break my streak. I wanted to hit that 30 days. Then I wanted to hit that 45 days. And then it's like, 60's looming ahead. And what happened is as I was doing this every day, making sure that I got in here and I got the exercise. Now, I'm blessed, y'all. I'm not saying that you need to do the pool. I'm, at condos, and then even in my community where I live, we've got 2 pools over there. So, pool is my choice of what I'm doing because it's really good for me. But it's also something that is convenient and for me to be able to do and get myself to do. So maybe yours is pull out a yoga mat, you know what I mean, and throw it down on your floor. Maybe it's not even exercise. I'm just telling you how I managed to get this streak going and then stick with it and what's been going on since. So shameless plug, I am Amy May, confidence coach for entrepreneurs. And yeah, I found another way to build confidence, y'all. So it became one of those things that because it started and I was able to intentionally keep going with it, that it kind of got to a point, it's like a game, and it's like, oh no, this is not going to make me miss my day in the pool today. No, I'm not giving this up. I am not giving up this many days in a row of getting out and doing the thing, right? Taking action on what it was I was doing. And so it got to the point that some days I'm just in the middle of doing something in the morning and finishing things up, and all of a sudden I catch myself like grabbing my suit and heading in to start getting ready, and I'd be like, whoa, how'd that happen? And it was because my subconscious mind joined me in the game. Now, mind you, when I'm here and I'm in the pool, a lot of times I'm here by myself because, I don't know, I guess people don't want to be doing something where they can take time and get out here. Digital entrepreneurs, I'm telling you, you're a nomad. Pack up your laptop, go somewhere, do something fun. But so I would be in here and I'm not just getting the physical exercise, but I'm working on the breathing and I am worshiping, you know what I mean? And I'm looking at the beauty, like look at the sky, y'all, and like how gorgeous it is, right? And so I just really was pouring into myself during this time. And it just made me feel so good. I didn't want to give it up. And that's where my subconscious got involved because it was a feeling. It was a feeling. I felt good doing what I was doing. I felt proud of myself for achieving what I was achieving. And so because of the consistency of doing that, because of the emotions behind it, because of the feelings behind it, it caused my body to align. My subconscious mind was like, oh, this is a win. This is really good. And my conscious mind was, yeah, this is what we're doing. It's written down, good idea, all the health benefits, all the things, right? And so now this has become something that is working, right? So when we make it a game, when we bring the emotions in, when we make it fun, when we bring in the pride for ourselves of what we're doing, that can help us to keep doing the things that we want to and need to be doing. So what could you take action on today to make today day one of your streak? And how can you get yourself in the game and playing to make sure that you are doing it day after day after day after day? I'd love to hear in the comments. All right, I'm Amy May, confidence coach for entrepreneurs, and I gotta go because I got my massage therapist coming now. All right, bye y'all.